Hey bourbon fans, I'm Tim the Suburban Dad, helping dads find great bourbon. And today I'm going to talk about 4 whiskeys that I think are very underrated that you should be talking about and, more importantly, drinking. So let's get to it. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm coming out with new information all the time, keeping you up to date on the latest releases for bottles, the bottles you should be looking out for that you might not have heard about yet, which ones to avoid, and other news in the bourbon world. Today I'm talking about 4 whiskeys that I feel are very underrated. I really don't hear people talking about them as much as they should be talked about. I just want to share them with you. 2 of them are easily available everywhere, and 2 of them are pretty well available. Okay, so I'm going to start with the bourbon first. We've got Jim Beam Bonded. Now, out here in Missouri, at least St. Louis-ish area, this is fairly uncommon. Let me rephrase that. This is actually kind of rare. I've only seen it at one store so far, wine and cheese place for anybody who cares to check it out. And it's about 20 bucks, super cheap, 100 proof, bottled in bond. And screw top lid and everything. This is the epitome of what people talk about when they say the Jim Beam peanut profile. It's definitely very peanutty, but it's also got a good amount of, typical vanilla caramel spice. For the price, it's fantastic. A couple drops of water help open it up a little bit. And I will say, this bottle has gotten better as time has gone on. I've heard people say that the bottle breathing or airing out or whatever is a myth, but I've found it to be true that as the bottle stays open longer, I keep coming back to it, I get a little bit of different experience. So that's been the case here. Don't go by just your first taste. This is a really great bottle. You should check it out. Next, we'll do a rye. So this is High West's Double Rye ! Now, what's interesting is they actually make a big deal of the exclamation point. They're just trying to illustrate how good their stuff is, which, okay. In this case, I agree. It's about 33, 35 bucks-ish, somewhere in there. It doesn't have a specific age statement, but they say it's made of 2 ryes, at least 2 years old. So that's really young. But man, for a young rye and for only 92 proof, this is a fantastic bottle. Every time I drink it, I think, holy cow, how is this so cheap and low proof and great? Just the right blend of spice with a little bit of fruit in there and some caramel notes, but heavy on the spice. Heavy on the spice in that's the most prominent part, but it's very good. Grocery stores, liquor stores, this bottle's all over the place. Easy to find. Absolutely worth it. Check it out. The next bottle I don't have with me. It's so good that I already finished it and it's down in my whiskey graveyard. It's Balcones single malt called Lineage. It's an American single malt and they use barley from Scotland as part of their mash bill, and it's part of the lineage story there. It's 94 proof, runs about 40 bucks. It's extremely fruity, great summertime, warmer weather drink. Very heavy on apricots, a little bit of pineapple almost in the profile. Just very rich, fruity, nice and light, rich but light, if that's possible. Just go with it, okay? This one's a little bit more uncommon as well. Again, Wine and Cheese Place has it around St. Louis, and over in Illinois, it's definitely more prevalent. You can definitely find it if you're looking for it. But at your typical store, they're not usually going to have it. Also, Deerberg's in Lake St. Louis, I've seen it there too. Last, but certainly not least, this is a very new discovery to me. Huling Station's Straight Bourbon. 100 proof, and oh my goodness, it is such a good bottle, especially for the price. I mean, it's like 33, 35 bucks, somewhere in there. Very, very rich and complex for 100 proof. I mean, you'd expect it to be 110, 115 with how much flavor it has. It doesn't kick you that hard, but it does have that rich of a profile to it. Lots of caramel and a lot of nice cocoa notes, which comes from its really high rye content in the mash bill. Absolutely great one. Again, around here in St. Louis, this one's all over the place. Grocery stores, liquor stores, you name it. Those are 4 underrated whiskeys that I've found that I really enjoy. Very reasonable price. All of them around $40 or less. And for the most part, pretty easily found. Like I said, the Jim Beam Bonded around here is a little more uncommon, but they're all great bottles. Check them out. There's more to it than just hunting unicorns. Well, until next time, cheers.